Well, regarding the access, I mean, at that time Facebook was available. It was open. They tried to block it in 2008. They blocked it for 10 days, and after that, after pressure and protest from many, even within the political establishment, they unblocked the website after 10 days. However, many pages like addressing political issues, many profiles who are critical of the government have been blocked within Facebook. So you have like a specific blog page on Facebook. As a platform, it's not blocked, but some pages, some profiles are still blocked. They did what we call like phishing, Facebook phishing. They blocked the encrypted login page, which is https facebook.com, which is a secure login to Facebook, in order to get access to the login information of users, which they did. They managed to redirect people to a fake login page, and by that they had the login access of few activists. They arrested few of them. They managed to monitor their communication messages within Facebook with other activists and internet users. Outside of Facebook, all video sharing websites have been blocked. Flickr was blocked, Vimeo, YouTube, Dailymotion, MetaCafe, etc. So Facebook was the only platform remaining to share video or even pictures. From the first day, well, we didn't think that it was big. The first day it was a normal protest, but then the second day we've seen that it's growing. After a week we've seen that it's spreading around that city, Sidi Bouzid. And then we've heard of some killings, we've seen very graphic videos. I understood by then this is the turning point. It might be really a turning point for the Tunisian politics. And as soon as we've understood that the information flow is really pro-protest, people are really engaged in taking videos and pictures of the events on the street and putting that online. We understood that this information cascade is gonna really harm the government, and that's what happened. So it was early, for me at least personally, it was early. I understood it early that this was a turning point. The impact, I think, was more psychological impact on the establishment itself, because the main point of the leaks then was that the US government really doesn't trust this corrupted government and regime, and doesn't trust this the ruling family of Tunisia, and that the West really doesn't really support Tunisia. I mean, by the West, I mean the US, according to the leaks. So I think that's huge, because Tunisia was also trying to broadcast, to give an image of a country that is moderate, secular, that it has a support of the US and the European Union, etc. And by having that official confirmation that the US is not supporting the Tunisian government and is worried about human rights situation in Tunisia, that was like a slap in the face of the Tunisian regime. During the revolution there was really no coverage at all, let's put it like that. For the first 2 weeks in the English-speaking mainstream media, we didn't see, only Global Voices was covering, because they are mainly bloggers. Many of them, few of them are Tunisians, so they were in Tunisia. They covered the event as they were seeing it or following it on social media. Some other journalists from The Guardian, one journalist was doing great work, like following mainly on Twitter and then trying to understand and ask questions and write posts on it. That's it. And then suddenly it wasn't a surprise. I mean, the anonymous attack on the Tunisian infrastructure by then brought attention, because it was one of the first support action carried by Anonymous against a regime to support the popular uprising. And then we've seen articles on New York Times Washington Post, etc. So it started actually as Western coverage of the Tunisian revolution started with Anonymous, which was like a turning point on the media landscape. We worked hard on taking the information out of Facebook, translating the information, aggregating it in a way that journalists can easily find it and understand the context of the video, when, where, what happened within that video. So make it easy for journalists to write stories, mainly Al Jazeera and France. But that was our strategy, because we knew that Facebook wasn't an open platform, which is not an open platform. We also knew that for international journalists it is hard to find the right page, the right people to get the information from them. So you need Tunisians who curate the news and aggregate them and archive them in a way that can be useful for international journalists. That's what we did. That's the bridge. We bridged the gap between information coming out of Tunisia and international coverage. We filled that empty gap. There is no censorship in Tunisia now, although there were few attempts to block some Facebook pages, some websites and blogs. Some people have been arrested because of their online activities. We got like 2 people sentenced for more than 7 years because of their critical posting on Facebook against the Prophet and Islam. One of them like fled Tunisia and now is somewhere in Europe applying for asylum. The other is in jail. There was an attempt to block pornographic website in Tunisia, like without giving any list of which website needs to be blocked. Just like that, all pornographic website needs to be blocked. I think it's not easy to generalize. There is no common like opinion or the same opinion of the Tunisian street, at least, about what's going on. There are many people who are not satisfied with the outcome of the revolution. They see the elected government as counter-revolutionary. The government didn't really achieve, or is not seriously working to achieve the goals of the revolution when it comes to unemployment, social justice, marginalized communities, restoring the economy, reforming the judicial system, writing the constitution, etc. Many points are not really yet achieved. My point of view is that I am personally not satisfied, mainly because the revolution or the post-revolution era liberated the conservative spirit in the Tunisian society and politics, which is now, in my view, threatening the personal freedom of many Tunisians, and might threaten in the future freedom of expression, freedom of movement, political freedoms, etc. So at least this is how I can see the events now.